So what was your favorite class first semester?
None.
Hoes don't get code.
Yeah, I can't rely. I'm not one of them.
Oh, shall we? Oh, we have to show them our shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So y'all, we're wearing mine says Black Lawyers Matter.
And mine says Black Women Lawyers Matter.
I missed it. The wind is blowing. No, seriously, what if the camera falls?
Yeah,
I'm scared. Okay.
No, I think it's good.
We gotta make this video quick, y'all. The wind not playing with us. Dots with a ticket in my ass.
Ooh, yep.
It's so cold though.
It's not that cold,
It's
guys. Like, I'm
cold.
really wearing no jacket, and she's over here bundled up.
If my eyes are watering, that's how you know it's like really cold out here. Out here in these
According
streets.
to Alma.
Hey beauties, welcome back to the channel. It's Alma
and Fallon,
and we're back with another law school video. But before I get started, you guys, we live in Maryland. It is January. It's cold outside. It's windy outside. I'm slightly anemic, so I gotta wear my jacket and the hood. Okay, and my eyes like to water when it's windy. And so if you see me with a little tissue holding and
she's
wiping,
not crying.
I'm not crying. And my eyes just don't do the winter time. So with that being said, we're here to talk to you guys or recap our first semester of law school. We just finished, okay? So shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
So it was only right if we came here and told you guys all about it. So that's what we're about to do. The first thing I learned is that legal writing is no joke. A lot of people, and me a little bit too, oh wait, sorry, this is a really serious video, but like these circumstances are not giving what it was supposed to give, honey. But anyway, legal writing is no joke, like I said, and a lot of people, including myself, feel like, oh, at least I felt like it was less than because it's not a doctrinal class. But baby, legal writing is so important. They teach you how to cite, how to use different databases. Why I say data? Databases. And they just teach you how to legally write, which you would need in like internships and stuff like that.
Okay, so similar to what Alma was just saying about legal writing, it was hard for me because I had never taken any sort of legal writing class. Like, my writing's always been, I thought, pretty good. But they let you know, they humble you in law school real quick. Because it's just a different way of writing, and the citations are so different than like MLA or APA. So learning that was an adjustment. And the memo. Alma had a couple memos. I only had basically one like big final memo, and that took everything out of me. Like, when that was due, I was so happy because I spent so much time on this memo. Like, you have to do research, then you have to write it, but like writing it, you have to edit it, and it was like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been 13 pages. I don't know. It was really long. It was really long. So the memo was definitely rough, and I suggest taking more time in your schedule for legal writing because, like she said, it's not a doctrinal class. Is that how you say it? Doctrinal?
Doctrinal, yeah. It ain't Synpro, ain't property, ain't contracts,
no.
ain't torts, ain't criminal law.
But you gotta put time into it because if you wait till the last minute, it's rough. So,
girl. Literally, I've been patting my eyes this whole entire time you've been talking.
Over there.
So the thing is that cold call really does happen in law school, and each professor does it differently. Like, some people might have like 5 people up in one day, and like they'll tell you ahead of time. Other people, you just kind of sit there and you just get called on. But regardless of the method the professor uses, it's not cute. It's not too bad after you do it a couple times, but nonetheless, it's really not. It's not it.
Yeah, I hated that. Like she said, it's different for each professor, but there were classes I barely got called on, then there was other ones where they loved calling on me. So it's kind of like you just don't know, and you have to take it day by day. But this is why you have to read, and that's my next point.
Nice segue, girl.
Because I think this was on your list too.
Oh yeah, probably.
Actually, I don't even know if it was on my list, but I'll talk about it. But reading is so important. Like, even if you didn't read much in high school or undergrad, maybe if you're a major, maybe you just didn't feel like reading, that's not really an option in law school. If you don't read and you get called on, it's very uncomfortable. Like, I've seen
it's obvious.
People, yeah, it's very obvious. The teacher knows, like, everybody knows that you didn't read. It's just uncomfortable and awkward, and it's for your benefit that you read, or else you really won't know what's going on.
I think you're better off saying that you didn't read instead of trying to BS the code.
Yes,
because
honestly,
I feel like professors don't like it when you BS it because they be asking like basic questions, and if you can't answer that, it's just like, all right,
yeah, you're better off just saying I ain't read. To be honest, I just didn't get to it.
I definitely was the type of person in undergrad where I really didn't do much reading. Like, I was telling Fallon, I have a book from junior year, spring semester of my junior year, that is still in the UPS bag. Like, it is still in the packaging. Like, I didn't open it. Like, it's still in there with the package number from Courtyards. Like, I have not opened that. And I still, I passed the class. I had to do what I had to do. But yeah, that wouldn't fly in law school.
Not at all. So I went into law school thinking that I was gonna have no social life, because that's what you hear. At least that's what. Did you hear that?
I did.
That's what I heard, and I was like, okay, it's already pandemic, so I already had no social life. But on top of that, law school, I was like, okay, I'm really gonna be just in my books. But to my surprise, I still had somewhat of a social life.
You was linking with people during Corona?
No. But I had time to like do things like watch Netflix, which she gets on me because I don't watch no shows.
Yeah,
but
she needs to
I'm
be
trying to
watching.
do better. Just do like self-care, hang out with my family, my boyfriend, my friends here and there, pending the pandemic. But yeah, like just in general, it wasn't all law school all the time. And maybe I made my schedule like that. Like I forced myself to take time for myself, but I could definitely see how you get consumed in law school, because there were days where I didn't, like where I was in my office like all day.
Well, not
like,
your office, girl.
In my office. Y'all gotta come see my office.
It's
one
cute.
day.
It's cute.
But from like literally 9 a.m. my first class to like almost midnight, I would be down there. Barely ate, did anything. But then there were other days where I was like, okay, Fallon, you need to step back and just take a break. So I was surprised that there were times where I could do that.
I agree.
I thought I was gonna be like,
it definitely
off
depends
the
on the
grid,
week.
like gone.
It depends on the week. It depends on the assignments you have to do. Like she said, sometimes you're just not going to have anything but your books. That's all you're going to be focused on.
Yeah.
And the other times, you can talk to this person for like a couple hours. You can do this, you can do that. So it really depends. So the next thing I guess I learned, is it really what I learned? I don't know. But something I picked up on this semester is that things work for different classes and some things don't. Like, for example, I don't outline for contracts. I cannot
Really?
No. I do flashcards.
Oh,
Because outlining for contracts just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't do that for that. But like for Civ Pro, I outline. For me at least, I found that it's better to like switch out the method for like different classes. So yeah, that's what I learned. I'm cold. I need them gloves. Like,
Right?
y'all lucky.
Where are the gloves?
I have gloves. The ones you gave me for
Yeah, where
Christmas.
are they?
In my pocket.
Put them on.
Then I really would look crazy.
Yeah, she gonna look crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So overall, law school, at least the first semester, was not as bad
I love that clarification.
as I thought it was gonna be. Because again, another expectation, like you just hear a lot of people saying it's really bad, and I mean it was hard. It was hard, but I don't know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And maybe because it's at home, like
No.
I think it wasn't as bad because I was at home.
No. What? That's what you think?
And that's what I think.
You think it was easier online?
Not necessarily online was easier, but like me being at home made things easier. Does that
Really?
make sense?
Why?
Because like I was nervous where I'm going to school. It's not in Maryland, and I don't know anybody in the location it's located. So like I just felt like it was gonna be really boring and like lonely and have nothing to do. But since I was
But then you
home,
wouldn't meet people. Like
I don't want to.
Oh, y'all heard that? She don't want to meet people.
I'm not very social. So well, like I am, but I'm not. I'm not good at like, I'm introverted. I'm not really like gonna go up to someone, talk to them, make friends, stuff like that.
Would I?
Yes. She probably would more than me. So like even how we met, that's a whole different.
Oh my gosh,
But-
how we met video.
We should really do that because it's an interest. We have two different stories.
And
about-
mine is right. But
I think mine's right. Anyway, I was glad that I was at home because at least I had like my friends still around, my boyfriend, my family. Whereas if I was in the location of my school, I was gonna be by myself. Especially because of the pandemic, I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to meet anybody. So I say it was like not as hard. Like the work was still hard, but like I had like a balance of like my support system around me, and I wasn't as stressed. I'll say that. Like in the moments I was stressed, I had people around me that I knew were like there for me. You know what I mean? She don't know what I mean.
no,
She don't know what I mean.
I think it would have been
Because the
equally as
work was
hard.
still hard. But like I said earlier about having the social life, like I didn't even think that was possible. Like I thought I was literally going to be like law school, and I had room to like breathe.
But
So,
I do feel like being at home presents its own challenges.
it does. No, it definitely does.
Because them
Especially
dishes still need to be
distraction.
washed.
Right.
Like, these chores need to be done. Like parents just don't understand.
They don't. Yeah, it's a
So-
lot of more distraction. I would
Yeah.
say. So it's like 50-50 for me.
Mhm.
She doesn't like online school. I'm
No,
like,
I don't. It
It's
gives
like
me a
50-50.
headache.
I get that though.
It literally gives me a headache. It's just weird. Honestly, it's weird. It's not the situation that none of us thought we would be in for our first year of law school. But I don't know. It does have its pros and cons. Like, you know, you don't have to drive to campus. You walk downstairs and
pajamas.
you're there. Like, so it does have its perks. The last thing I wanted to say is definitely try to understand everything that is being taught, because if you're not going to be tested on it on your midterms or your finals, you're going to be tested on it on the bar exam. Okay, so definitely try to understand it. And you know, it's not like undergraduate. They'll teach you it, but then they'll be like, it's not covered on the exam. You're not going to focus on that section because why would you? But now, if it's not tested, you should still know it.
So for midterms and finals, mine was a little different because my midterms didn't count, where hers did. But
they sure did. They sure counted.
Mine didn't count. So, well, one did. Property counted, but the rest didn't. So it was a little less pressure on those, but it put a lot of pressure on the final, because our final is like, for some classes, almost 75% of our grade. So finals, like participation, and then like quizzes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was very small percentages, but that helped a very little bit. Yeah. So finals were very stressful. Like, I was not good. I was unwell, as I said. I literally in the middle of 2 of the finals, I was crying. Like, y'all.
During them?
Yeah. I was typing and crying, like literally. Cause
Stop.
I didn't think I was gonna finish. Like, it's the time constraint for me. Like,
some of y'all have like 10 hours.
Well, not that. That's not the one where I cried. I cried at the one I only had 4.5 hours, which might sound like a long time, but when you have 2 essays and like 25
I'm literally gonna cut her off because I had to write 2 essays in, what was it, an hour?
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
Like, what?
That's literally crazy. Like, I don't know why she wasn't crying, because literally
I shut off my emotions.
Test taking law school is very stressful. Yeah, that's just the facts.
And going off of that, like, some of the exams are just solely essays. Some of them are like combinations, so essay and multiple choice. And I guess you can have just
I've had true
choice.
and false too.
Have you had true?
And matching.
Oh, I've had fill in the blanks for property. That be simple absolute. That stuff.
Not the states.
The states, yes. I'm so glad to be done with that. If that come in property too, y'all, I'm screaming.
I cannot.
I'm literally screaming. It was good in the beginning, and then it just got like
because you like
crazy.
property.
I did like property, but then, honey.
So what was your favorite class first semester?
None.
I feel that. We hate them all.
No, if I had to, honestly, contracts is interesting. It wasn't my favorite. Civ Pro is like, they're all interesting. But
Civ Pro is interesting?
Yeah, I think so. Like 131,
it's literally just a bunch of rules.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because if you don't do things correctly, then your case not even going to be heard in the first place.
That's true.
But that's not even what I want to do when I practice law. But it is pretty interesting. So yeah.
So you don't have a favorite. You just find.
I did like my legal writing professor. So.
But did you like the class?
No, but I liked her. So like that put it on the top.
Okay. Mine was probably torts. She hasn't taken torts yet. Contract itself, like she said, I did find it interesting, and I found torts interesting. Civ Pro hated, property hated.
Anyway, you guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for our appearances, but
sorry.
If I show y'all the weather, y'all gonna be like, y'all actually sat outside. Yes. We did.
Yes.
But we had to. Well, I had to bundle up. Some people out here crazy, but
hoes don't get cold.
Yeah, I can't relate. I'm not one of them.
Shall we? Shall we? We ain't gonna do that to her on her channel.
Don't listen to her. Tell what I said, and I'm not a hoe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. Beauties.